What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be typing in a locker code for a free 100 overall player in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Now, I'm going to be typing in the locker code first, and then I'm going to be breaking down who other people are getting, and then, why I like this locker code, and talking about, could this locker code be the best locker code of all time? Now, I know people are saying, Ty, we saw locker codes for better things last year. Now, look, I get it, but that was way at the end of the year. For today's era, like with where we're at right now, I mean, 100 overall locker code is incredibly good. So get this thing typed in. I don't know how long that this locker code is going to be available for, so that's something I'm gonna have to keep in the back of my mind. So I'm just gonna be scrolling through, talking about who some people pulled. And one thing I will say is I kind of was lucky. I sold my Michael Jordan yesterday. I don't know if the price of 100 overalls are going to crash because of this locker code. It doesn't really look like it, but it might drive down the price of like Larry Bird just ever so slightly. So I see Scottie Pippen, I see Clyde, I see Clay, I see a lot of Patrick Ewings. I just hope it's somebody that I can use. I would love Tracy McGrady. Obviously, my lineup right now is Troy. I would love Tracy McGrady. I would love an SGA. I would take an MJ. Like, I'm not going to be super picky on who I get. I just want it to be a card that I can ultimately use. So don't give me Patrick Ewing. Don't give me like an Anthony Davis. And I feel like, again, the odds are not going to be skewed in your favor. You're going to be more likely to pull a Patrick Ewing than a Yao Ming. That's something I don't necessarily love about it, right? It is a locker code and it is totally random, as this whole entire game is random. You complete a game mode, guess what? It's random whether you're going to get rewarded or not. It's just the way this whole game is. So I do wish, it would be like an option pack or something to at least reward the community in a big time way. But at the end of the day, I can't get too mad. Watch my video yesterday on who I pulled out of a free pack, a free 100 overall pack. I guess I said watch it, but look at how I get DeMar DeRozan yesterday. So, I mean, I've already got DeMar DeRozan. Again, the rest of my squad right now isn't that crazy, just because, again, I kind of liquidized my account. You guys can see I've got 7 mil. But I got Wemby, Galaxy Opal. I've got some other guys that I can, plug and play alongside of him. But like I always tell you guys, the more guys that you can run that are unsellable, like cards that you can never get rid of, the better off your team's going to be. And so, like, for myself, I've got unsellable Draymond. He's good enough to play. I've got some guys, unsellable-wise, that are good enough to play. It's just about plugging in the pieces around them. I've got a Soup Kareem. I've got a really solid squad. So I need probably the most of what I need is like point guard through shooting guard, small forward, probably the most. But if I get, Yao Ming, I'm not going to complain whatsoever. So let's open this thing up. Again, I like to go through and scroll to see who everybody get. James Worthy. Somebody did get Ben Simmons. It looks like a lot of people are getting Larry Bird, which it's going to sound crazy, but I would not be mad with Larry Bird. Like, does that sound crazy to you guys? Like, I see a lot of Shays. I wouldn't be mad with Shay. Just don't give me somebody troll. Just don't give me somebody troll. Give me Yao Ming. I want to see Western Conference. Eastern Conference. No, not Patrick Ewing. Not Patrick Ewing. And they gave me Dwight Howard. Oh my goodness, not Dwight Howard, man. Like, is Dwight Howard gonna play for me? I don't know, man. It's tough. Like, even today, we are getting an Artis Gilmore card. I hate to phrase it like this, guys, but Artis Gilmore at that power forward position is probably going to be better than Dwight Howard. And you guys can say I'm hating on Dwight, but it's like, release-wise, I guess it's somewhat usable. It's just not great, man. It's just not a great release in my team. And it's just not a card that I was really looking forward to getting. And so it is what it is. Is Dwight going to play for me? Probably. Like, even if I would have got Patrick Ewing, he probably would have played for me. But it just stinks because, again, Dwight, I don't want to hate too much because he's playable, but it's just not necessarily an exciting card, especially when some people are getting Shea, some of those other guys. When they give me Dwight, it's just like, well, I mean, it is what it is. He does have a decent size up. Like, Dwight actually isn't that bad because he can move a little bit. It's just the release that is going to take a lot of getting used to because it is such a slow release on this game. And I feel like slow releases just, just aren't it right now. So it is what it is. That's who I got. You guys can let me know who you got. Again, I'm seeing basically a mixed bag. Some people getting Cade, some people get, I mean, there are people getting Yao Ming. So definitely, again, type this locker code in. If you have MyTEAM Mobile, I don't think you can type locker codes in there. I think you actually have to have like a different mobile app. Like it's the old mobile app basically of 2K's where you could type in locker codes. That's the one you have to type in locker codes. I'm gonna have to type this thing in on the no money spent today. And honestly, I just hope I get blessed. I hope I get rewarded in a massive, massive, massive way. So Dwight Howard, it is what it is. I guess, you know, I can use you and see what happens, but I really didn't need you. I mean, I'm going to try to make you work, but yikes is all I can really say about D12. That's going to really, I mean, do it for my video today. I wish I could sit up here and gas it. What I will say is this. This is what I want to end it with. Although I didn't get blessed, I have seen a lot of people get Larry Bird. Some people get Yao. Some people get Shay. Some people get Paulo. At the end of the day, for like my no money spent squad, there is not one player that won't play. Everybody that I would play, or that I would pull in my no money spent squad series would play. The other side of things is this should slightly drive prices down. So for example, if you want Larry Bird, you should be able to get him for cheaper today because there are more Larry Birds up today than normally. So those are the other things that I just kind of do want to touch on. Obviously, you know, I don't necessarily love the fact that it is, you know, basically a luck-based thing, a chance-based thing, and it is what it is. But like, for myself, it is what it is. Dwight, I don't love you at all. You're barely better than my next best power forward, but you are going to play for now. So it's just one more position I can add an unsellable player that can at least hold it down for the time being. So between the last today and yesterday, basically, I could have got both yesterday. I added DeMar DeRozan and Dwight Howard, 2 more 100 overalls. Does seem like 2K is trying to give people more and more 100 overalls. Does that mean, you know, crazy cards are coming soon? Maybe, right? It might be worth your time to go through and see where your cards are at right now in the auction house and maybe try to liquidize it. And it just gives you ever more reason to really use this event for MT specifically. And I know a lot of people are like, Ty, we get it, right? I get what you're trying to do with the event. Not everybody is trying to do what you're trying to do with the event. But what I would tell you guys is this. It's worth it, guys. Like, it is so much more worth it with the event to downgrade and just get the MT. I have a whole video on my channel talking about it, but it's so much more worth it to get the MT from this event than anything else. So that's it for me. I guess I didn't get Patrick Ewing, but Dwight Howard, yikes. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.